So good day everyone. My topic is all about adapting tools and activities. So first, it's stated here that teachers must ensure active participations of all students with or without special needs. So this means that if you are the teacher, you need to secure that students should be able to join the activities. No one should feel left out just because they learn differently or have a disability. So you need to sure nga kanang nga student is dili siya maka-feel nga lahi siya or dili siya belong just because is na siya disability. So the teacher's role here is to include everyone fairly. There are some learners need more support in physical, mental, behavioral or socio-emotional aspects. So not all students learn the same way. Kay naay uban may have physical challenges like difficulty holding a pencil or mental challenges struggling in understanding concept or di ba behavioral challenges that difficulty focusing or following instructions. And then as a teacher dapat kabalo ka sa mga weaknesses sa imong mga student, so you must recognize these differences and syempre you need to provide extra help when needed. So ikaw dyan mo guide nila. So next is art can be used as a tool for a student, especially katong mga bata nga naay mga challenges in verbal communications and expressions. So in order to share their thoughts, interests, wishes, and feelings, some children may find it hard to speak or express themselves in words. So for them, art becomes a language. So through drawing or painting, they can communicate their emotions. Kaya syempre if magdraw ta, di ba, mapagawas yun at ang atong makuan og unsa jud ang atong gusto ipa-feel mao jud ang atong mabuhat. And also it shows the ideas and creativity without needing to rely only on speech. So teachers are encouraged to keep an open heart and mind, making the extra effort to adapt lessons so that it remains accessible and enjoyable for everyone. So as a teacher, dapat kabalo ka mo sabot, dapat taas kag pasensya, and you are flexible. Kaya sometimes you need to adjust in order your student is makasabot. So this goal is to make sure all students, whatever their abilities, you need to sure that they may find art fun, meaningful, and possible so that they enjoy their journey. So there are 6 adaptive tools for drawing or writing. The tissue rule for stiff or weak grips. So it is a cardboard tissue roll can be slipped over a pencil or pen to make the grip thicker. So it is necessary because learners with weak hand or muscles or stiff grips find it easier to hold a larger surface. For example, katong mga child nga na limited rag mga finger or strength uses a pencil inside a tissue roll. So para sila sayo na kayo more right without hand strain. Next is weighted pencils using metal hex nuts. So it's all about attaching small metal hex nuts to a pencil because it increases its weight. Like for examples, a pupil with shaky handwriting practicing tracing letters or using a weighted pencils, and the added stability helps improve accuracy. Kay di ba kung gaan kayo ang lapis tapos kurog kay kag kamot, dali ra kayo kuan ang lapis. So sa tabang atong hex nuts kay makapabugat siya sa lapis og sa kurog nga kamot is dili ra kayo siya dali irog-irog or it is necessary. It's because the added weight improves hands control and stability, especially for those with tremors or shaky hands. So next is the triangular sponge for small hands and better grip. So it is helpful because a triangular sponge or triangular grip fits over a pencils. So mo-guide ni siya sa fingers into the correct tripod positions. So why? It's because small hands or beginners benefit from having finger placement supported. And for example, ang kanang grade 1 learners struggles to hold a pencil properly. So through aning triangular sponge grip, so ang bata is naturally raised in the correct positions and improving neatness in writing. So it is very, very helpful. So next is the paper clip with rubber bands to practice tripod grip. So a paper clip wrapped with rubber bands becomes a simple finger training tool for tripod grips. So why? It's because it is strengthens fine motor muscles and trains finger positioning before using an actual pencil. Ang example aning is a preschool squeezes and manipulates the rubber band paper clip with thumb, index, and middle finger, so it's preparing muscles for proper pencil control. So next is the plastic or toy ball for a larger grip. So a pen or pencil is inserted into a small toy or plastic ball to create a big and round grip. So it's because the larger surface area makes it easier for learners with weak or unsteady hands to hold writing tools. So like for example, a child with coordination issues find it's hard to hold the thin pencils. But when a toy ball is attached, they can grip it firmly and write with more confidence. So last is the pen with legs. So kani siya is importante kani siya and it is very easy and mapadali jud ang pag-hold sa pen ani. So it's because a lace or string is attached to a pen so it can be worn around the neck or wrist. So katong masulob lang siya sa liog. So it prevents pens from being dropped or lost and gives extra security for children with coordinations difficulties. So para dili mahulog-hulog ang pen, so butangan na nimo siya glaze and then imo ra siyang ibutang sa liog. So dili na magsigig kahulog ang lapis and then dili na pud mag punit-punit pa ang pupils. So in planning the activities, the art teacher should consult student's advisor or special education teacher. So the teachers are not expected to figure out everything alone. So she needs or he needs collaborations with advisors and special education teachers, and also it helps in understanding each learner's needs better. So second is it should inclusive for all disabilities. It's because that art is open-minded and flexible. So even if katong mga students nga na mga disabilities, teachers should accept them without any judgment or whatever. Dapat makafeel sila nga belong sila, and you as a teacher should accept different approaches because each children have or has many differences. Last is, as a teacher, you should observe students' need before adapting activities. So, as a teacher, before giving tasks, you should must watch how students handle materials. So, lantawan pa jud nimo kung unsa ang lahi-lahi nga pagkuan sa students. So, example, how they hold a pencil, use a scissors, or follow instructions. So, imo sa nang obserbahan para makabalo ka ug unsaon na sila pag-handle. So, these observations helps in knowing what kind of adaptation is needed para may balaan nimo nga unsa man jud ay ang dapat nga i-adapt nimo nga mga tools para mas mapasayon sa mga learners nga naay mga disabilities.